agree it takes a different mindset to make 7 figures. It takes a different mindset to go from $100,000 a year to $250,000 a year. It takes a different mindset to go from making $1,000 a month to making $5,000 a month. All of that has to do with self-confidence. You cannot attract the right people into your business unless your mindset has changed, unless you have the appropriate confidence. If you don't feel like you belong in a group of high-profile men and women, you won't begin to attract that which you desire. So I'm coming in here to share with you guys just some tips and some strategies. I'm not a business coach because we have one right here who's doing an awesome job. That isn't my niche. My niche is helping women get the confidence that they need and help them to discover their purpose so that they will be awesome here on this earth. So I'm really, really excited about that. I have 3 things that will actually give you the keys to help you to increase your self-confidence so that you can make more money in your business and live the life of your dreams. The first one is fear. You have to uproot and overcome fear. We're going to do it with fear for a minute because that's the biggest challenge that a lot of individuals have. And in order for you to break forth and break through into your businesses, you have to overcome fear. We hear fear all the time means false evidence appearing real, but no one actually takes the time out to, take the layers off of that. The title of my company, the name of my company is Unveiling You Enterprises, and I help my clients unveil whatever it is that's preventing them from being the best of who they are. So, and don't you agree also that in order to get rid of a thing, if you want to get rid of a plant, you just can't chop off the branch. You just can't take off a leaf. You have to uproot that thing, right? So what I'm going to do is help you guys uproot and overcome fear. So I know you guys are eating, but I wanted you guys to just take 1 minute, even if you can just write it down on a paper napkin. I want you to write down whatever fear that you have allowed to prevent you from making more money in your businesses. It can be any fear. Nothing is too big or too small. This is you as an individual. I always encourage my clients to deal with themselves individually. I always encourage my clients to deal with themselves individually because you can't begin to transform your life until you transform yourself. So if anyone is brave enough, tell me one fear that you've ever had in life. Go ahead.
What you're doing right now, speaking in front of people.
Okay, fear of speaking. Okay, I love when people say fear of speaking because I too had a challenge, believe it or not, with speaking. I used to have anxiety attacks when it came down to speaking to people. Who would have ever known that I would have been a speaker, right? I used to literally cry in high school because I didn't want to say a poem. So we're going to deal with the fear of speaking. Now, can you guys get excited if I tell you how you can overcome the fear of speaking or fear your failure or fear of the unknown? Yeah. What I know to be true is that we're born with 2 fears, a fear of falling and a fear of loud noise. Everything else we adapt to and get into as we become older. But I'm here to share with you that fear is futuristic. Fear is of the past. Well, a lot of us do 2 things. We take fear and we think about, okay, we never deal with at this moment. Because fear never deals with this present moment. It never deals with this present moment. It deals with what you think may happen. And I want you guys to ponder on that for a little bit. Just think about it. And when just being real with you guys, because I'm just a real person, it's really stupid when you think about it. I know I could have, chose a better choice of words, but that's the best way that I can put it. If you think about it, you're fearing something that may not even happen. And 90% of the time will not happen. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever were asked to do something that you needed to do, did it, and it didn't come out any way that you think that it would have, that it thought it was going to come out? Let me ask you this. Dealing with the moment, if you can endeavor to go forth in confidence and just consider this at this moment, would you do it anyway? Just taking it a step further. If you did it and it didn't come out the way that you desire, are you still you? Are you still confident? Have you lost anything? So is it safe to say from now on that you will not allow the fear of speaking to allow you to go forth and do what it is that you desire to do? If you guys, and I know I'm short for time, so I'm going to make this really, really quick because there's so much more to add just dealing with fear. But you have to consider where you are at this very moment. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, her situation was a fear of speaking. But what is the worst that could have happened if you spoke? Remember that all of us were created with something in us to share with this world. And had she not shared, or I've got the boldness to come up here and share this information with you, you in turn would not be blessed with great information. somebody is going to, and I guarantee you, somebody is going to walk out of here changed before they even came into this room because of what I'm sharing. But had I not came to the forefront and did this, you wouldn't have had the courage. The second thing that you need in order to increase your self-confidence so that you can make more money in your business and live the life of your dreams is to have a plan or a goal. We all have traveled somewhere, whether it's to the grocery store, whether it's across country, and you needed some type of direction if you're in foreign land, correct? Is it true that so many people start businesses without a plan? You wake up with an aha moment and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Let me get started. But you don't start, you don't give yourself a starting point nor ending point. So you have no direction in where you are going, let alone what steps you're going to take. You need to take in order to get to your desired end. So you need a set plan in order to get you to your desired end. So the first thing in actually designing or coming up with a goal or a plan is it has to be two things. It has to be realistic and it will make you stretch. I'll use insurance agents or anybody who sells anything. You may have a monthly quota that you need to reach in order to sell things to more clients, to make more money. Okay, it's realistic to say, yeah, I'm going to sell one plan this month, but it's not enough to make you stretch with just one plan. One plan may not allow you to make the money that you desire. So it has to be realistic and it has to make you stretch. I was just talking with this young lady earlier, asking her whether she had a monthly goal. Monthly goals may not be for everybody, but you have to have some type of plan or goal to help you get to your desired end. Am I right, Marilyn? Absolutely. The next thing that you need in order to devise your plan is you need to figure out what necessary steps that you need to make in order to get you to your desired end. It's not enough to just start and say, okay, my desired end is to make $5,000 a month. So let me go out and do it. You have to have a step-by-step plan of what is it going to take in order for you to make that $5,000. Even if you had to start from day one, down to the little things, who you need to hire, who do you need to connect with, what mentor do you need to speak with, who can help me do this. The third thing that you need in order to make more money in your business, to get the self-confidence, in order to make more money and live the life of your dreams, is accountability. And we hear it all the time. You need accountability buddies in losing weight. You need accountability buddies in building a business, because we all know how challenging it can be being a business owner. You have ups, you have downs. I mean, even in your personal life, you need some sort of accountability or support. So you can get accountability several ways: through a mastermind group, through a support group, through your family, or through your friends, or through a coach such as myself. Now, excuse me, I'm up here talking so fast, I had to catch my breath. But I appreciate and I value everyone's time, so I want to make sure that I get the content in, so at least to help you to take the next step in where you need to go. Today, I wanted to ask you guys if you can find out even more information on how you can overcome your fears, how you can devise a plan and get the accountability that you need to make more money in your business. How many of you all would be interested? Show of hands. Okay. I'm going to share some information with you guys. I am a coach, such a coach that will help you develop the confidence that you need in order to make more money in your business. I don't promise you that, but I can guarantee you if you decide and you make the decision that you want change, change will come. Okay? What I have is, did you cut out the sheets of paper? The sheets of paper that have been passed out are individual sheets. What I need for you to do, for those who are interested, I am doing a certain amount of Get Acquainted sessions. A Get Acquainted session is a 30-minute one-on-one time with me. And what I will do is actually you will get to know me as I will get to know you. You will tell me whatever your challenges and your struggles are that prevent you from being confident. And we will help to devise a plan that will give you tips and strategies to help you become more confident so that you can become the woman or the man that you need to be in this life. So I need for you guys to just write out your name, your telephone number, your email address, and at the bottom is also the best time to reach you. Towards the bottom there are several sections. There's a section and you can pick as many boxes as you desire. One section is to get to know more about me, a Get Acquainted session. If this topic, really touched you and you know that someone else really needs to hear this information, just write or check that, or who's the best person to contact. If you enjoyed this message so much that you wanted to give a testimonial, you put a check there. There's no limit to how many checks that you can give. If you have any questions, of course, I will be here for you and with you. I'm so sorry that I had to make this really, really quick, but I just really wanted to get the information to you guys that you needed. I enjoyed you guys. I love you. And I want to just share this with you. I know that we all were created on purpose, for a purpose. We were created by greatness, for greatness. And it is so important that we walk into our greatness so that we can be a blessing to someone else. Again, my name is Dr. JaNee Yeates with Unveiling You Enterprises. I enjoyed you guys.